Hi everyone. Hi Busy Bees. It is time to share some ideas and tips on prospecting. So we had Sarah Beardmore share on Monday. We had Sarah Naylor from Ottawa share, and I get to share my, version of prospecting. So good morning, happy Friday. A little bit of snow here in Uxbridge in Canada, burr and chilly, but what do I want to add? I've been doing lots of training probably in the last 6 months, trying to really give you guys like different ideas and verbiage, and some of this might be repeat or maybe just a friendly reminder about how to prospect. And every day for me is like, who am I going to meet? Who is that person that I'm going to meet? So a couple things I just want to share is I feel like I really do a good job, hey Michelle, on social media. I find that my goal is always to be connecting and meeting new friends. And Monica, hi gals, and so I use my Facebook is kind of like my address book. And so as I meet new friends in the world, I'm constantly updating, with friends. And that has served me so well, because I can't tell you how many prospects that have been converted over to customers who have been converted over to distributors just because they're following me. They're getting excited by a post, or like last month when I posted my dress and I said, oh my gosh, this is the first guest dress I've ever worn, feeling sexy. And I got a Shred 10 order from that. And it was an old customer from like 12 years ago, like when I first started in the first year. So you just never know who's watching. So that would be my first tip, is start to get really good. Hey, Angela, can't wait to see you tomorrow in Ottawa. So get really good at adding people to Facebook because they're watching. I also just recently got a Shred order from Instagram. So Instagram was something that I was kind of freaked out about, didn't know how to do it, resisted it, and just reached out to my daughter to show me how to do it, how to set it up. And it's really easy. And I would have never thought that, within the first month, somebody reached out because they saw a Shred 10 post that they wanted to know more information, and she got started on the Shred 10. So social media serves me well, and I really encourage you guys, if you don't know how to do social media well, hire somebody, because that's where a lot of my business comes from. So that would be my tip number one. Get good at social media, because that definitely is the future. Second, think outside of the box always when it comes to how you can post stuff and get people curious. So I'll just give you an example, like on the nutritional networking group that I'm part of, I just threw out, is anybody into sports nutrition, have a doctor, and I put that out there and got like 90 nutritionists interested, and I've reached out to all of them, and I've got 10 of them that are coming to the live event tonight. So so that was really awesome, and that just kind of, it downloaded. Do you ever get those nudges, like just like that nudge? And I, when I get that nudge or that idea that comes to me, I immediately go into action. I just go, okay. And it's so cool. It's almost like the universe gives me an idea. It's there. I'm in that kind of mindset of download. And every time I go into action, when that nudge is there, magic happens. So that would be just, as Michelle said, create curiosity on social media. The orders that came in last month, I ended up getting 7 orders. One was a gal on an airplane that I met in December. She came out to Dr. Mitra Ray, got started. And the one thing I want to say that I'm really starting to do, I think, a better job than I ever have before, and it's just years of practice and having the confidence, and as they say, the balls, the big girl panties, pull them up, just do it, is is just right out of the gates when they are either thinking about the product or they're excited about getting started with the Shred 10. I'm always bringing up the business. I don't sugarcoat anything anymore. I used to in the beginning. I totally get that. And it was probably because I was still almost embarrassed or maybe ashamed to be part of network marketing. And we all probably, most of us have that, unless you never had any negative baggage around it. So I get where some people are just still so shy, but I tell you, when you can get that confidence and read the books and do your GoPro training and, and be proud of network marketing and say that, you know what, I'm a solid 10 out of 10 belief in network marketing. I am a network marketing professional. I am so clear on that. And it's funny, as I've dated in the last year and a half, I used to in the beginning kind of sugarcoat what I did. And now when, a guy will ask, I'll say, yeah, I'm a professional network marketer and I own an international wellness franchise. It's just like, bam, that's exactly what I do. And it's just so empowering. But when I am working with that new prospect, is I'm always planting the seed of the business, because it would be a disservice if I did not, right? So I usually use my own example. So when I'm talking to somebody, I would say something like this. I say, Allison, I know that you're really interested in the Shred program, and, we've got so many people getting amazing results in such a short period of time. I'm so excited for you. And what I want to share with you, and I don't know if this will be for you or not, but I know when I started to feel different on the products and feel, and I would share my story, more energy, I got this like, I had to share it with, of course, my friends and family that I loved. And the same thing might happen to you. And if it does, we need to have that conversation, because there is an opportunity for you to, one, pay for your own costs, two, make maybe an extra $500 a month, or start looking at this as a plan B for maybe an early retirement, a big dream trip. I don't know what that is. And then maybe have a conversation with them around that. Are you on plan for your financial health? I love that question. Are you on plan for great financial health? What does that look like for you? Most people aren't. That's just a reality. So why don't you get into that juicy conversation? So those are happening now all the time with people. And I'm in so many conversations right now, with prospects in regards to not only the product, but the business. And it's so exciting. But still, my rule of thumb, and it's just is for me, is I, at a minimum, want them to have a product experience. So, like, for example, my Shred 10er, Melinda in Edmonton, I went to high school with her. She did the Shred 10. She lost 6.7 pounds in the 10 days. And she's a fitness instructor. So she wasn't expecting to lose weight, but she's feeling awesome and she's continuing it. And right away, she's like, I want to sign up. I want to get a better price. I want to start to maybe share it. And I told her no. I said, you need to go through the whole Shred 10 program. You need to experience it. I'm going to coach you. And she did that. And she's so excited. She can't wait to share. So I'm now coaching her. I'm training her. I'm giving her videos. I'm going out to Alberta next week, and I'm making arrangements to see her for a couple hours at West Edmonton Mall between her classes. And it's just that type of loving. And I've learned that it's not about speed, right? Like we could go and sign up, 5 people in a month that maybe just want a better cost in the product. But wouldn't you rather work with one person who is so freaking excited to really want to share this with their network? I'd rather work with one than 5, because the amount of effort for 5 people to sign them up on, to get a better cost, to me is almost, it's so much work, right? But I do know that there are some people that signed up in the beginning, right, to get a better cost, and they converted over eventually. And that could happen for sure. But at the end of the day, I'm looking for hungry people, excited people. And the only way that they get hungry and excited is if they had their own product experience. So I know this, we can totally get off topic on this because it's about prospecting this training. So as I wrap up, I just say a couple things to summarize. So get good on social media. Meet a lot of friends. Even if you're out and about in the world, I always use my my phone, and I'm always adding them to Facebook. I just did that in February. I was sitting in what is it called? Community in Calgary. It's like Nature's Emporium. And a lady sat beside, and within 30 minutes, we were friends on Facebook. And she is a personal trainer and specializes in rowing. Now she's an Isagenix rep. But who knows? Like, we just, I respected her story. She respected mine. And she got a huge follower, and she just really liked my energy. And I said, well, why don't we be friends on Facebook? And so that's what I mean about just getting good at meeting a lot of people and just loving on them. And you just never know where you're going to meet them. So that's prospecting. To get create curiosity. That would be my second point. So create curiosity, thinking outside the box. And then 3, I would say get organized, right? Where are you putting your prospects? So for myself, I'm going to just turn the phone around here for a sec. Is I use my like almost like dollar store journals, and I have people in here, and anybody that's highlighted are people that have gotten back to me or made comments, and they're those would be my follow-up people, right? So I'm constantly, adding to my journal. This was from last year, right? All the people that were in here, and I was sending out samples and stuff like that. So it's, it's like, even like with Dr. David Philip tour, I went back and highlighted all the people that are like, let's say in Ottawa, and I've already reached out to them. So I'm constantly going back. So it's like this is like your memory jogger. And then I also I'm actually now keeping my nutritionist in this book here, and I'm just writing down the list and highlighting, like this was the 89 nutritionist, and then everybody with an L means that they're going to the live event. They've reached out, we've had conversations, they all know it's sponsored by Juice Plus. I'm not being sneaky in any way at all. And sorry, I was just reading some of the comments, and I'm being honest with people, right? So we don't have to be sneaky about anything. We just need to share from our heart. So that's kind of prospecting. We have, for me, when I think of prospecting, and especially when there is an event like Dr. David Phillips, now that we're doing live events, and it's so like the live events for me are helping me close more people faster. Like with getting on the product, because we can have more people there. So I would really, really encourage you guys to tap into our live events. They're on a private group, and just reach out to your list of people. Who do you know as athletes? Who do you know of mom that have kids? And if they can't make it physically, and I've got a lot of people that reached out and said, oh, I can't be there live. I go, don't worry, we're keeping it open for an entire week so you can go back. And it'd be up to you to kind of get in that gentle nudge, right? So if you've got like top 10 people that you really, really wanted there and couldn't, you can always invite them later on. So on that note, I don't want to ramble anymore. Happy Friday. Hopefully those were some great tips for you guys to get out there and prospect and love on people and build relationships. And it's a journey, and they will show up for you when you're ready. Have a beautiful day.